Hello everybody and welcome to the finale of Let's Play Jet Set Radio! I'm Hunter, the one is there fan of Polar Bear, and in the last part, or maybe this part, it depends on how short it took me and I needed to fix up, I did the Jack Crush missions and got the remaining graffiti souls for no apparent reason. Shall we take a look at the ones that are missing? Actually, let's not, because it'll spoil things and ruin the surprises of everything that's in store. Oh god! By which I mean a meta joke. Yeah, so technically this is my first playthrough on the Dreamcast version, so I still haven't technically beaten the game in order to get access to the optional jet missions in Grind City. But regardless of that, let's do Final Groove, and as you may have noticed, or may not have noticed, I have changed my graffiti back to the starting graffiti for the sake of being weird. Anyway, I should give you a forewarning. This level is odd. A little bit odd. Kinda, sorta, maybe weird. It's different than what the game's tone has been set as so far. Okay. You come this far, have you? Watch me obliterate Tokyo with my secret weapon! DJ Play will summon up demons! Let's get down! So, yeah, this is exactly what it looks like. I'm not moving, don't worry, we got 10 minutes to do this, it shouldn't be that hard. Let me set the stage for you here. We're on top of a building that has a giant record spinning around on it. That is actually the top of the building. And in the middle of the record is Goji here, who's playing another set of records to what I supposedly assume is control this inflatable golden rhino here that is possessed by a demon that has been summoned by a record. And in order to defeat him, we have to go to these 4 pillars and do a Super Mario Sunshine and destroy them. What the fuck? This is probably the weirdest boss I have ever faced in my time of existence. This is fucking weird. And yes, this is excluding everything in, like, beautiful Katamari and such. This is a fucking weird boss. Really, really weird. Yeah, you have to, do your Excel spreads on these things. And if you don't, the demon toy here will breathe fire on your face. And then after you spray, you gotta get back, because then the platform is gonna fall. And every time you destroy one of those platform thingy-majiggers, the record starts spinning a wee bit faster. I'm not sure if you noticed it, but yeah, it is getting faster. Also, this music is creepy. Really goddamn creepy. Did I mention that yet? No, it's creepy. What the hell is up with this music? Oh god, he's here already. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's possessed by a demon. Isn't that grand? Okay, good. We have enough. We've had enough. Let's get back. Yes, I'm going for those first, and I recommend you do as well. Those are some of the harder ones to get. And a bit more annoying when the record starts to speed up like this. See, I told you it speeds up. You didn't listen to me, did you? Yeah. It gets a bit faster. It gets a lot faster, in fact. Oh god. And the other 2 are just running up these pipes, which is actually easier to get to, hence why... Oh boy, he's right behind me. Down. I think I broke my Dreamcast control stick, because it's not... Like, I was commenting before on the unresponsiveness of it, but I think that has more to do with the fact that I keep abusing these, like, whoa! These, the mashing attacks and stuff like that. I think that's why it's starting to crap out on me. Okay. Now, actually, Dino Boy, when you step on one of these platforms, I think he's immediately alerted to your location. Oh, wait, no, he's not. because, well, he hasn't shown up yet, but he will in about 2 seconds once I land on this platform. We're gonna see. He's not showing up. No. I am confused. There he is. Don't kill on enough, you bastard. But it's too late now. I have destroyed you. I have destroyed you and everything you stand for. How does that make you feel? Huh? How does it make you feel? It makes you feel like spontaneously combusting? Okay. By the way, we're not done yet. No, we have one more thing to do, and now the record is spinning ungodly fast. Jesus Christ. For the record, I've beaten this boss about 3 times before on the HD version, but I haven't beaten this boss once here. So, having to deal with the controls and the camera might mean I'm going to be here for a while. Just a thought. Because, yeah. This isn't the most friendly setup, honestly. Yeah, you have to grind up one of the 2 rails that are located across the thing. And hope to God that momentum will carry you onward. Otherwise, you're gonna have to try again. Gotcha, you bastard! Haha! So, yeah, we defeated Goji, and then he falls to his death. Gruesome!
The huge turntable of evil, the Rikaku building, is a pile of dust, right along with the Rikaku's scheme. Now they're saying that the building was destroyed in a construction accident. Yeah, right. But now, Goji's son is taking over the Rikaku family business, and Tokyo is back to its glorious old self. Turns out the Golden Rhinos were just another group of Goji's henchmen. That explains a lot. However, not all ended well. Coin had been pulled too deep into the schemes of the Rikaku and paid a steep price. And all because Goji was obsessed with control. He didn't want to deal with people that he couldn't buy with his money. Maybe it really is lonely at the top. Or maybe he's just another eccentric millionaire. Well, they say that money is the root of all evil. Maybe it really can twist the hearts of men. It turns out the record that Goji was looking for, the Devil's Contract, was just an old indie record, a hoax. Maybe his twisted mind created the whole story out of rumors and superstitions in order to try and sate the demons of his own heart. Nevertheless, the noise tanks are in repair. The love shockers are all broken-hearted again, but Poison Jam is back and planning more mischief. In the end, it looks like they were the same as all of us after all. They've been looking for something more, just trying to make sense of their own lives. Perhaps not, but how can anyone know the real truth behind it all?
That is indeed mysterious. Anyway, that is Jet Set Radio. Or, as it's known in the Americas, Jet Grind Radio. There's gonna be a credit sequence. Yeah, quite good. I thought I was going mad for a second there. Yeah, so, Jet Grind Radio, or Jet Set Radio as it's known pretty much everywhere else, and also in the remake, and that's why I'm calling it Jet Set Radio more often than not. Yeah, okay, let's go over a few things. First thing I should tell you is that don't buy this version of the game, get the remake. And I'll explain why. Okay, let's go over the game itself on its own merits, just regardless of the fact that the remake is better in every single fucking way. Okay, well, it's not a remake, it's a port. God damn it, not this one again. Yeah. So, this is like one of the first few, well, okay, maybe it's not one of the first, but it is one of the pioneers in a way, I guess, to use this sort of hard cell shading thing that has become quite popular in terms of a couple games that I don't remember off the top of my head. Okay, well, there's the sequel, /remake, and also Killer 7, Team Fortress 2. A lot of games use cell shading, but this is one of the first that a lot of people seem to think of as being the first. I think it might be, but I'm not totally sure. That's just what the documentary says in the remake, so I'm just going to listen to that and state that as the source for my talking. Yeah. So he's just going to keep running around here, by the way. He's going to be doing this for a while. Yeah. Musically, it is pretty catchy. I'll tell you what, it's seriously one of the most upbeat soundtracks in a game ever. Certainly very happy and joyous, and all that good grandiose stuff. I like it, even though I do like Jet Set Radio's future soundtrack more, because it's a bit more focused on techno. And granted, while a focused soundtrack may not be everybody's favorite, I prefer it to be focused and kind of... Well, okay, well, it varies, it depends on the game, but I like the focused techno soundtrack in Jet Set Radio Future a little bit more. Now, the final subject, the controls. Okay, let me get... Oh, I think the credit's going to be over soon, sadly. I'm going to have to carry this... Is it going to be over soon? No, he's still going. Okay, good. I have maybe enough time to finish talking about it. The controls in this game. I'm not sure if I can blame the game itself or the fact that the controller is a giant pile of shit. So it is pretty terrible, I'll tell you what. But... yeah! These controls suck! Terribly! Seriously! Let's nitpick a little, shall we? One, I'm thinking this has more to do with the controller itself than anything, but the stick is quite unresponsive to what you want it to do, and it's basically like a... It's a crappy little control. It's like one of the worst control sticks ever. It's basically like a ball with a umbrella on it. Granted, it does have that nice gripping GameCube feel to it, but regardless, it's not the most responsive controller. Second thing, there is literally no camera control in this game. You have the L button, and that's it. That's all you have is the L trigger to get the camera centered. And it's not helpful since that's also the graffiti button, meaning the camera jerks around a lot when you're trying to spray graffiti, making it rather disorienting, and you'll lose your position and most likely fall and break your bones. Yes, it's not great. That's why the remake is better than almost every single way on that merit alone, because it has a camera control thing. So yeah, no, the controls haven't aged particularly well, I'd say, for good old Jet Set Ground Radio here. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for play indeed, Sega. Copyrighted 2000. 1 year later, they would meet their fate, their untimely fate, and become a third-party developer. Are we gonna keep moving?
What's that? You think I just made all that up? Ha 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 ha! Sure, okay. But watch out. Someone just might have their sights on Shibuya-cho again. On the street, there's no such thing as the end.
Ooh, be mysterious and odd and shocked and stuff, and yes, I'm gonna save. I don't have to do that again. Jeez. You take me for a fool! Alright, so I guess that's it then. Yeah, that's it. I guess that's it. I don't know what else to say, really. I mean, oh, wait, hold on a second. I got a cough. Whoa! What fresh hell is this? 16:9 widescreen? A smooth 30 frames per second? Higher resolution graphics, better controls? The ability to add your own custom graffiti through means of an external tool that isn't official or anything? Could it be the remake of Jet Set Radio? Yes.
Jet Set Radio!
If Thank you. Yeah, so this is Jet Set Radio, on Steam, or on Xbox Live Arcade, or PlayStation Network, or Google Play, or iOS. This game is available on a lot of platforms, if you can't tell. But yeah.
This is most disturbing.
It's not, actually. It's pretty great. This is the version everybody should have. At least, everybody should have. Because it's basically the same game as the original, except it improves the controls in every possible way. It's just, yeah. I mean, seriously, you should have this version. Plus, it's like $5 or $10 on Steam anyway. I'm not sure about that because it's on PlayStation Network. But yeah, you should probably get this version because. Well, I'll just show you. Okay, first things first. You might have noticed this video for a while. Yeah, achievements. I have them all. I have a problem. I need help. Yeah, Jet Set Radio. Yeah, there's a lot of achievements. Most of them are for getting the secret characters, but we'll go over those when we get to those. And yeah, now you know why this video is in HD randomly, even though it had the Dreamcast footage. Anyway, yeah, that's a thing. I have no life, and I must scream. Yeah, there's a lot of achievements that are kind of dickish. This one is a bit more troublesome, but I'll show you when I'll show you a couple things. So it's not just the graphical sharpening, the widescreen, the smooth frame rate, the consistent one. Hey, that's the word. But yeah. There's a couple of other things that make this game a bit better than its predecessor. And I've probably already gone over them, but fuck it, I'm going to do it again anyway. First things first though, let's load. And everything is silent. Yeah, weird. Oh, and yeah, this is like my 4th playthrough of the game. Yeah, it's sad. One thing you might have noticed, yeah, like I said before, custom graffiti. Through means of an external tool. So I have, in fact, added a few things, such as thing there and that. And, well, if you look on the ground, you can see my channel banner logo thingamajigger. Isn't that wonderful? Yeah, and you also might have noticed a few other odd things scattered about, like that barrel there, or those symbols there, too. We'll get to those in a moment, but first, let's look at the bonuses. Yeah, there's a documentary on the remake, well, on the game itself, much like there was for Sonic Adventure 2, which I haven't mentioned, by the way, but yes, there is one. You can also listen to a couple of tracks from Jet Set Radio Future.
Stop. Playing games. I'm running. Strangers' names. Stop.
Okay. Yeah. So. That's pretty interesting. But you get those tracks by completing other certain achievements in the game. Oh, jeez, that's a spoiler. Okay, you know what? Let's get that out of the way first. You might have noticed that the dog is standing up and is on roller skates. Yeah. It's a long story. Yeah, you get to play as the dog, who has abysmal graffiti and abysmal power, but he has nice technique. Honestly, he's not one of the greatest characters in the game, especially considering the work you have to do to get him.
3, 2,
Alright,
1.
so for all these secret characters, you have to do things, and those things usually involve getting jet ranks on all the missions in a certain area. For pots here, well, actually, let me go over everybody else because I'm going to reveal them one by one anyway. So okay. So each area has their own gain, right? Well, if you get a jet rank in all the missions, the story missions, mind you, if you get all jet ranks in certain story missions, and it's the story missions in a certain area, you'll unlock the game of that area as playable. So, get all the get all jet ranks and story missions for Shibuya-cho, you get the Love Shockers. Get all jet rankings for missions of Bencho, you get the Noise Tanks. Got Kogane, you get Poison Jam. And what about Grind City? Because it doesn't really have one, does it? No, it doesn't. But you also have to get jet ranks there too if you want to get pots here. Now after you do all that, which might take you like a playthrough or two, if you get all the other characters before doing Monster of Kogane, or actually more specifically, if you, well, basically, try to get all jet ranks before the start of a new playthrough on all the missions. And then when you do that, complete Monster of Kogane first. I'm so used to pressing the RB button, switch the cameras. God damn it. Yeah, so you basically have to do that. Afterwards, continue the game as normal. And then when you get to chapter 3, you start to select a stage, you'll be challenged by a member of, I think, the Noise Tanks. It's one of those graffiti ones where you have to spray certain things. I can't show it off because I don't want to be bothered to get all jet ranks and missions again, because goddamn, that took me a while. Now, it didn't take me as long as it would have had I done it on the Dreamcast, and there's a reason for that I'll get to once we finish this mission up. Yes, I'm going to blabber on here for a while. I'm gonna have to deal with it. Yeah. So in order to lock pots, you gotta do all that. It's kind of a long, tedious journey for what amounts to basically nothing. So, yeah. I guess I should spray something to show you that these are in fact sprays. Spray. Oh! Hey! Did you notice something weird? You notice how the camera didn't snap? Like it break your neck the moment I sprayed a small spray? Well, there's another thing that this game has over the original, is that there's different camera options. Actually, let's look over them right now. And also, all the things you get from one right here. How convenient. Yeah. Okay, no, that's not it. That's how you play the game. There's the music thing here. The center camera button means that if you, like, press the button that normally sprays the graffiti, it centers the camera. And the graffiti camera is what happens when you spray graffiti, a small graffiti, which would mean that the camera snaps like that. So basically, turn both of those off and your experience will be considerably better. By a considerable margin. Goddamn, thank whoever put that in this game. Jeez. It would have been quite annoying had it not. Yeah. So, I guess you kind of noticed this too. Oh my god, I can control the camera with the stick. Oh my god. Yeah, isn't that fantastic? It's amazing, isn't it? Amazing it is. Yes, now you have full camera control with well, not when you're running for some reason. But when you're when you're basically skating normally, you can control the camera with the stick. Like a good game. I'm not sure if Tony Hawk Pro Skater on the PlayStation 1 or even I'm saying 1 because, well, PlayStation 1 controller. I'm not sure if it probably does have a better camera system than the original Jet Set Radio. Because goddamn, that Dreamcast controller did not get enough of how much I hate it. So yeah, there's that. Now, do you want to know why it didn't take... Oh, whoa, that's slow down. Do you want to know why it didn't take me as long to get all the jet rankings on here as it would have had I, you know, done it in the other version? Here's why. Yes, one of this game's many saving graces is that right there, a retry button. Yeah, that's the reason why getting all jet ranks in these missions was not as stressful. Well, more so the story missions more than anything, but yeah, a retry button. You have no idea how useful that thing is. Yeah, so that was basically just ripped from the, if you fail the mission screen. Yeah. So yeah, there's a couple more things I want to show off. It's first off is the new graffiti that was added, but first I have something else to attend to. So be right back. Anyway, yeah, there's a lot of interesting and new graffiti that they've added in replacement of the odd stuff. This one, yeah, that's a Dreamcast already. I'll just show them off by one. I like this. Yeah, tutorial. That one's weird. That one's kind of awesome. Actually, I've used that one a little bit more. Others, but I'm just gonna stick with this. I want to. Let's see, where are they? You can actually tell which ones are the custom ones by the fact that they're lowercase as opposed to uppercase. Yes, that is how you tell. It's weird. Hold on, let's see. Yeah, just make sure what's missing in here is all. Because, yeah, there's no real way to tell. My mind's missing my thing. Let's see now, though. I'm trying to speak up because I know the game audio is a little loud. I'm recording with fraps as usual. So, yeah, push. Fingers. This is the weirdest one because it isn't actually. This is, I think, a custom. It is one of the contest winners ones. That's what these all are, by the way. They're contest winning ones. This one's pretty cool. This one's much better than this one. And what a shot my ears, I guess. Hold on. Any of these? No. That's one that was already dead. And Taro Bang. That one's pretty cool. I like that. I like all of these ones. It's too cool. This one's weird. This one's really weird. And that's something again. Rock and roll. This is me just saying I like these things because they are pretty and cool looking. Well, yeah, a lot of these custom contest winning ones are pretty cool. And they're much better than the blatant advertisement placement of the bands. Now, okay. Let's quickly go over the other two characters they got, shall we? Starting with, oh, and by the way, yeah, character selection. Much faster. Thank God. So yeah, first is the Love Shockers, who have pretty power, pretty good technique, and pretty graffiti. Yeah, they're alright. Personally, I like the other guys better. We'll get to in a moment. First, though, I want to... Oh, wait, this check technique isn't... Yeah, I can't show off some of the advanced graffiti, but yeah, I'm pretty sure her graffiti level is about normal, so... If you're used to using Jet and... I don't know, other... Mew, I guess? Yeah, Mew. Then you'll be fine with the Love Shocker here. So yeah, and next up is from Goji. I'm actually gonna pick Jet Graffiti this time because from Goji we have Poison Jam. Correction, there's two characters hidden in this bastard. Yes, there's two characters hidden in this one sign. Normal Poison Jam, you just press the A button, obviously. Yeah. You get this hulking beast of a thing. Jesus Christ, this guy's huge. Look at him. Yeah, it's pretty big. And he's got an overfree level, so if you heard what the other guys are doing, yada yada yada. I didn't read off the stats, did I? No, that's not the button you press, no. Here's in the garage. Loading screen. Hopefully there aren't any frame skips on it. Some intensive post-editing shenanigans. That's when it'd be fun with it. Yeah, so there's that, but let's see stats first. Okay. Pretty good power, kind of technique, and normal graffiti. Now, if you hold X, or whatever button is on the left of your controller, simple thing. X or square or X for the Dreamcast version. And then press A. Once loads, we'll see that unmasked version from the mission behind the mask. Yeah, you get that version too. It's weird. None of the other characters have it, but then again, this is the only character who have had it. He's basically the exact same. No stat difference whatsoever. Just the fact that he's unmasked now. And that's pretty much it. For him anyway. And now for the third and final gang member, unlockable character from Benton Show. Man, I'm gonna have a fun time censoring out those notifications. From Benton Show, we have the Noise Tanks. Pretty good power, pretty good technique, and pretty good graffiti. All around, they're basically a better version of B. Actually, I think they're one of my favorite characters next to, Graham and others. Yeah, so Noise Tanks, pretty good. Quite versatile, the Noise Tank. He likes the big noise inside the beat. Also, he has a lot of goddamn graffiti. What's his graffiti level? Normal. Yeah, he has quite a large graffiti capacity. It's kind of amazing, really. Everybody should play this Noise Tank. He's the best. Also, yeah, with the fact that the 360 controller is a lot more responsive, I can pull out that combo with no problems at all. Isn't that great? I believe it's great. Alright, now for the actual final character. Now, I mentioned before that if you get jet ranks with all the characters in certain areas, you'll get their gang area, like glove shockers for shibuya-cho, you get the poison, etc. Now, Grind City doesn't have a gang, does it? In fact, there's only 2 story missions here. So who the hell do you unlock? Well, that shall all be revealed right now. If you get jet rank into the 2 story missions, as you can see about the thing there, you unlock Goji, who has pretty good power, pretty shitty technique, and a fucking amazing graffiti, which means his combos a lot harder to pull off, but damn are they worth it. So yeah,
2, 1,
you get to play as the main villain of the game. As a playable character. With broken sunglasses that don't seem to quite work right. Yeah, this is certainly weird, isn't it? You know what I feel like this is reminding me of, though? It reminds me of playing Banjo-Tooie's multiplayer and being able to play as Gruntilda for the shooting sections. That's kind of what I get out of this. That might be me, though. Anyway, yeah, that's basically it. I guess, for now, well, it is, but, yeah, so, get this version of the game, otherwise you're doing yourself a big disservice, because honestly, this is the better version of it, even though that's the thing that shouldn't be, but yeah, get this version of the game, because it's better. I mean, if you want to get the Dreamcast version, if for only curiosity's sake, fine, go ahead, but I'm just saying, it's kind of the better version, because you know, you can actually control it with good. So yeah, that's that then. Now, yeah. What will I be doing next for side projects? I don't know. More than likely not, it'll be the Half-Life expansion packs, like Opposing Force, Blue Shift. Maybe. I don't remember the last one. It was a PlayStation exclusive. But yeah, maybe those ones. Maybe, yes, probably those. Yeah. So, that's that then. So, this is Hunter signing off with another LP. See you later, and yes.